how's Cyberpunk been going? Because I don't know anybody personally that's been playing it, so all I have to do is look at the internet, and everybody's upset about everything. So,
It's a lot of fun. I think there are some reasonable gripes about the bugs, and I think there's some unreasonable gripes about the bugs because it's an open world game and you're
mhm.
gonna have bugs. But
Sounds
there are some weird engine problems with it. Like if I run into like if I'm walking and sometimes they'll just be like trash bags and cans and stuff, and then all of a sudden you'll just hear boom and it explodes everywhere for no reason just because you accidentally kicked it.
huh? That is a
But
that's a
Are,
fun bug.
are you on the old
yeah,
Xbox or the new Xbox?
the new Xbox.
Okay.
Um, but it's really not been too bad. There's only been a couple times where there's only one quest I haven't been able to finish because it's glitched.
Yeah.
Um, but other than that, it's a lot of fun. I've just spent my time creeping around buildings and getting into the security cameras, and you can use the security cameras to knock people out.
They
So I
just
just
you just like hack into them or something.
yeah, and I just go from room to room and knock everybody out, and then I waltz in and get whatever I want and walk back out. It's a lot of fun though.
Oh, that's good.
But I heard the main story is a little short. A friend of mine just finished it, and he was like, it kind of ended abruptly.
Yeah, it's I expected the game to be like, I hate to say it, but like Skyrim, but just different aesthetic in
Yeah,
terms of the story's there, it's short, but the real fun there is exploring and doing your own thing in the game world. So
yeah. I would like to see with the DLC them use the world a little bit more and a little better. Like, because there's a lot of like my friend who finished the game said, there's a lot of verticality to the city, like a lot. You know what I
right,
mean?
yeah,
But the game doesn't really use that very much, and you don't, in the previews and everything, you see flying cars and whatnot. You never get in a flying car. There's nowhere to even find an access to those things or anything like that. So there are definitely places where they can flesh it out with their DLC. But
yeah,
like somebody else said, remember Witcher 3 didn't start out as big and as big as everybody knows it now. They added to it over time.
yeah. By the time I got it, it was the Game of the Year edition. The
Yeah,
person played fantastic. So
yeah. But so I've mainly been stuck doing that between that and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is a lot of fun.
that's good. Something to keep you busy over the holiday weekend,
Yeah.
holiday weeks, I should say.
The only thing about us, I don't know how they can call it Assassin's Creed. They really should have just called it Viking.
Details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's barely any of the Assassin's Creed part to it, but
Yeah, I feel like as the games go on, they just move further and further away from it as a whole.
yeah, and it was such a cool idea. They could explore so much with it, but I don't know why they're
From what I understood, it was like the first 2 or 3 games had the original creator behind it, and then Ubisoft took him off the project, and it just kind of wingtailed from there.
huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so all that stuff, all that setup in the first 3 games, all of a sudden goes out the window, and they just start doing their own thing.
Yeah, they've kind of given up once they killed off, Desmond. It was like
And that's why they killed him
they
off, I
pretty much
think.
abandoned everything that they had built. You still get a check in with the original guys from the game are still always involved. Sean and what's her
Yeah.
name, the the smart tech girl.
Oh,
I
I think
forget
it
her
was
name.
Wasn't it like Lindsay or something? I can't remember.
I can't remember. And I've seen her like twice in this game. Once when I started the game, and once after about 40 or 50 hours of playing.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's how little all of that is now.
These days, yeah. Jeez.
But nothing beats getting on a long ship and hopping off and chopping up people with an axe and stealing their gold and hopping back on your ship and riding to the next town.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So that part's fun.
Going on.
I'm rolling dice.
Ah. Are you trying to set something up for your Vorpal sword?
Yeah. She's gonna pick up Armin's Vorpal sword, but
Okay.
because she's a great weapon fighter, she has this thing. When you roll
You-
1 and 2 on a damage die,
You
you
make?
make with the melee attack, you can re-roll it.
Oh, hey, cool.
But
Is Armin dead?
Reroll.
Armin
Did I
is
forget?
something.
So if you remember, everybody started drawing cards from the deck of many things,
Yeah.
and Armin's soul got zipped away.
Okay. Yeah. I remember the shenanigans. I just forget how it all ended.
Poorly.
I know there was a point where I was going to draw a card, but then something good happened, so I decided not to.
I still have the deck of what is left in it, so you guys can continue to draw.
Like, how often do you get to draw from the deck of many things when you're not playing
Jeff-
this campaign?
Jeff made 50,000 gold.
I inherited a castle somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then you got your soul zipped away.
Well,
that's happened. That specifically has happened twice in this campaign now.
I don't see Jeff and I don't see Brett on camera.
I
You
say
don't
Brett.
see me?
I say everybody but Jeff.
I'll try to reconnect again. I got Brett now. Jeff is loading.
Hey Jeff, are you there? Are you even in the voice channel?
I think he is.
He is not. Wait, yeah, no, he's not.
Oh, he's not? I thought I saw him.
No. He's not. But I think I see him in the background there.
I see his camera still loading.
Yeah, I just get the loading.
No, he's got a fan, and he's got his camera tilted up.
Is that what the loading bar is? The fan?
It's a weird looking fan.
I hate Steam this time of year because I think I've spent like 20 or 30 bucks on games.
20 or 30 bucks is not bad.
Ooh,
It's
that's
not,
right.
but it's a lot for me because I generally don't spend a lot on.
It's the winter sale, isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't opened Steam in a while.
There were two games that I was gonna buy, and they were done by the same publisher, and they were gonna be like $9 each. And I was like, I guess I'll buy one. And then when I clicked on it, Steam goes, "Hey, there's this bundle where both of them are together for $12 instead of $19." And I'm just like,
How they get-
fuck. Well, fuck. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah. I have like every Star Wars official thing that Steam had because one day they just did a sale for some games. And I was just going to get like Old Republic and Old Republic 2. And then I was like, for another $10 I could own them all. So it's got TIE Fighter, I've got X-Wing, I got...
That's awesome. Are you there, Jeff? Can you hear us now? Jeff, you duty head.
So is your family doing better, Scott?
My mom is still in the hospital. I FaceTime with her today, and she looks and sounds a whole lot better. She has 1 or 2 more treatments to do, and then I think they're gonna send her home on Tuesday.
Okay. So generally, she's doing okay.
What's that?
Generally, then she's improving and doing okay.
It seems like it, yeah, compared to like a few days ago.
Uh
It
huh.
was fucking bad. It was a very labored talking. She sounded like driving when your car drives over gravel. Her voice was just like that bad.
Mm.
And she could barely sit up.
Mm. Well, I'm glad she's improving then.
Me too.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I don't know if you heard any of that, Jeff.
What about your
What I
mom?
just said just now. Like she's got
Yeah, I
2
heard
more
it.
treatments of that. What's that stuff called? Remdesivir.
Resdivir.
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 Yeah, she's got 2 more treatments left, and they're probably gonna send her home on Tuesday. So it's weird. My dad is at home, and he looks fine, and he sounds fine. He just has coughing fits, but his oxygen's staying in the low 90s all the time. But he's on a steroid and antibiotic.
Mm.
So he's not getting the inflammation that's causing all the phlegm to build up in his lungs then, like she is.
Gotcha. All right. Well, if we're all ready, let's go. So last time,
Ready.
the entire party decided to play with a deck of many things, and it ended good and bad. Jeff earned himself 50,000 gold. Armin earned himself a stronghold somewhere. Dee got 3 wishes, 2 of which she still has left, and Hafen did the smart thing and didn't draw.
And then she promptly passed out because
And then she's
not with us for a minute.
Yeah, no. The toll of the wish took it out of her, and she falls unconscious to the ground. Armin's body has been zipped away as the wish revealed. Armin's soul is contained within the Horn of Valhalla in Ditex's possession. Womp womp.
Well, that sucks for him.
That sucks for
You're
us. because if he is in the Horn of Valhalla, he can be summoned to fight us. And he has a Vorpal sword.
He does have that, doesn't he?
Ditex has a Vorpal sword?
No, Armin does.
Oh.
Armin.
And if he's
And by
summoned as a
extension-
Viking warrior, then
Yeah, I would think that gear would port over to I don't know, maybe Armin just pops out naked, wearing nothing. Just the way a soul would inhabit the astral plane. Totally nude.
As his soul zips away, so the body is there limp, lifeless on the ground.
Serena is already trying to put him in his bag of endless space, and has stripped him of the Vorpal sword.
All right, fair enough.
It's like, this is mine now. He can have it back when we're done.
Bunch of kobolds just run from the sewer grate and just start stripping the body.
I would love to play a campaign where we're a bunch of kobolds that are like street urchins.
Oh yeah, that's our whole thing, is just like trying to pickpocket and do like thief-like.
That takes me back to the game that me and Jeff played at MomoCon one year.
When we were goblins.
We were goblin brothers.
Kobolds, goblins, we could do it.
That,
All right,
that was a lot
so-
of fun.
What do you guys do?
Let's go save Armin. That's my vote.
Now, if you do remember, you saw a very large dragon flying into the cathedral to the north.
Serena saw no dragon. Let's go to the cathedral. She just got here. She's dumb.
She's a level 7 warrior.
So, what should we do with Armin's body?
I've already tucked it in the bag of endless space.
Oh, okay.
His,
Does the body need to breathe it since it doesn't have a soul? I don't know. I guess not. I guess it's just essentially dead, huh?
Technically.
his ankle was poking out.
I searched his pockets for a couple bucks.
You find 50 gold in his right pocket.
Sweet.
Shows me money.
He probably owes a lot of people money. So
Some of
here's a
those
chance.
All right. So we know that Ditex. Didn't we kind of put together that the dragon and Ditex are at that castle?
Yes.
Well, I think we should probably have a plan before we just storm in like a bunch of idiots, because that hadn't worked yet.
It hasn't not worked. We're all still alive, aren't we?
Yeah, we are technically. Well, not you. What?
I speak for Serena. She is undead. We'll be fine. No worries. You want us like we could scale the wall and come in through a window.
This was this like a? Did we get a look at how big the dragon was?
So I believe it was
Extra large.
Yolanda who saw it, and even from the distance of how far away it was, it looked really big.
So it's possibly an ancient dragon.
An adult to ancient, it was hard to tell.
Okay.
We should probably just assume that it's an ancient.
So we're gonna need some serious firepower.
I could decapitate it with this sword. Snicker snack.
Well, Serena, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna get close enough to do that?
Are you sure you can decapitate an ancient red dragon?
Yeah.
I don't know any better.
I think that takes
As far as he's aware,
They're pretty tough. I don't know if you could hack right through it, no matter what kind of sword you had.
Well, that's
Who all-
winning.
Is this place empty? This town we're in?
Except for all the dragons we're killing.
Yeah, except for all the dragons. You haven't seen anybody except the dragons and the undead that you had previously fought. And the undead that have been shambling around the town. That are seemingly not drawn to you, and they are all in like pristine clothing, so it was very clear that these people have been turned.
So they're just kind of mindlessly shambling around.
We know where the bad guy is. Either we're a bunch of cowards and we're not going to go fight him, or we are going to go fight him.
No, we're gonna fight them.
we've got to save you.
I'm just wondering. Let me look at my.
Is any of us sneaky? I don't think any of us is sneaky. We could try to steal the Horn of Valhalla.
that
Ditex
would
is
be
tough,
something.
right?
I do have. I have stealth checked here. Under Dex.
You have successfully stealthed more than once in this campaign, so.
Yeah, so there's a chance.
Previously being an assassin.
Yeah.
Or
Do
she
we still
like
have any wishes left?
You have 2 wishes, but only Yolanda can use them.
Yolanda's asleep.
The wish took too much out of her, and she passed out.
So could she reasonably wish for some sort of like cloaking or ability to improve her sneaking to the point where she could actually pull something like that off?
That doesn't seem
She
right.
would definitely be, with her movement speed, if she could go undetected, would definitely be the best candidate.
Like,
I mean, I know it's that wish is pretty open ended. It's kind of up to you, but She could wish for like, I don't know,
Invisible.
cloak of
She
living
could
darkness or some
she could wish to
nonsense.
be able to cast invisible on herself.
Oh, my audio is not working.
Oh,
I do have teleport as a spell.
how
So if we could get in there, once we're in there, and we get the horn, I could probably get us out real quick.
how does
Oh
your
no, I don't.
teleport work?
Oh, yes, I do. I do have. I can use it.
Can you
Okay.
drag 4 people with you at once?
Let me see.
Jesus, that's a lot of text.
Wow. Good lord.
Jesus.
This is why I like Monster of the Week spells.
You and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice that you can see within range
Or a simple object.
to a destination you select.
If you target an object, it must be able to fit entirely inside a 10-foot cube, and it can't be held or carried by an unwilling creature.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to yank the horn, but once we get the horn, we can zoom away.
How about this? Serena goes up and flirts with Ditex and makes him a willing creature.
What? Why? In what world would he just completely abandon his plans because someone is flirting with him?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. Here's a plan. Since we're spitballing ideas, let's use the wish.
We
To
can't
wish
use wish.
for-
We cannot even talk about using wishes until D is here.
Well, let's imagine for a moment that she is here, and we were going to use a wish. We could use a wish to create what's a good word, like clones of the party, and we could use them as a distraction, and then teleport while he's fighting our clones.
You would send our clones off to die.
Yeah, I mean they're just meat shells. They only do what we ask them to do. They're not like actually clones of us. They're
Why don't
more
we just
like
do that with like an illusion?
no, but these need to be real. He needs to fight them, and they need to like soak up damage so that it's like a full engagement, and then we can teleport in and grab the horn.
Can you like mind control Yolanda's unconscious corpse to catch wish? Mr. Paladin, lawful good.
I'm gonna DM my way into this conversation and say no, because it has to be Yolanda.
You know, unfortunately, I don't have mind control as one of my spells, one of my divine spells.
How about Jinx?
Fuck you and
I
your
do have
jinx.
Jinx. I do have Jinx.
All right. Well, you have 2 unconscious party members, and your mortal enemy has Armin's soul, and there's a big old red dragon flying that flew to the cathedral off in the distance.
The dragon is so big it's not going to fit in the cathedral.
Just would Hafen know just offhand? I guess since it's a deck of many things, he might not. Would I know whether Ditex would be aware that Armin's even in that horn now? His soul is there.
I think the deck of many things, like, it just triggers an event to happen. I think Ditex is probably the one that caused that to happen, right?
Okay. So then, yes, he would know.
He just kind
That
of
he has-
sped up fate a little bit. I don't think he would know, like, ooh, Armin's right next door. Let's get him. This is probably some weird-ass necromancy. Why don't we go to the cathedral and look in the window?
Well, that's easy enough. Anybody got invisibility?
Oop, there's plenty of ceiling or top-down cover, so we won't be seen by dragons if we're quick about it. Just running from tent to tent.
Okay. I can try to sneak up and take a look.
You want to go solo, or you want some backup?
Yeah, I don't want to go alone.
Now, just remember,
Somebody.
you're not real close. You're still not close to the cathedral. You got to work your way through the city to it.
Oh, how far away is the cathedral?
Oh, it's a good 1,000 feet or more.
It's like 5 or 6 encounters. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
You can teleport us to the roof of the cathedral. We can see it, right?
Yeah.
And then we wouldn't have to do those 5 and 6 encounters until we were running away. Let's go as stealthy as we can for as long as we can.
I do have the spell Find Steed. Could I summon a giant mole spirit as a steed, and we could tunnel our way over to the cathedral?
It's a city. They have a sewer system. We don't need to tunnel.
That is a good point.
You want to sneak along the sewers, and come up the chamber.
Yeah, we'll come up the chamber pot of the cathedral. It'll be our grossest mission yet.
We'll come up in Ditex's chamber pot.
He'll be sitting on it.
It's a reverse Shawshank.
So he's like a lich or something, right? Does he even have to defecate? Probably not.
He probably does for funsies.
He seems like that kind of person.
Maybe he's like, I need to pretend to be human sometimes so they don't catch on because I'm a lich or whatever I am.
Some kind of undead.
Do we see a sewer grate nearby? Looking out the window?
Yeah, you can see them kind of sporadically placed about for drainage.
Do they appear to be easy to remove so that we could jump in?
You'd have to go over and try.
I'm a nice, strong lady. I can do that.
Give her a look-see.
What? You want to give me some aerial cover? Point fireballs at the sky or something? That's what elf magic people do, right?
I thought we killed everything around here. Are we still surrounded by people?
I mean, I don't want to get swarmed by something that's flying around in the sky.
Well, if I shoot a fireball up, they're definitely going to come looking for you.
Maybe don't shoot it until it's right on my ass.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on you. If something comes at you, I'll fire at it.
Just have your finger on the trigger, waiting.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. I got your back.
I run. Okay, so we set up, and then I run out to the sewer grate and try to rip it off the ground with my hands.
All right, give me a strength roll.
Where is that? That's a thing she's good at. She's a strong, nice lady. No, she's not.
As you run out and pull up the sewer grate, it budges, but it is too heavy for you to lift by yourself.
Son of a... All right, so I go out there and help her.
I get out my crowbar this time.
Yes, your crowbar. All right, well, with the two of you, with some serious effort, you both manage to pull it off, and now you have a hole that leads downward.
We should leave a note for Yolanda.
You don't want to stick her under bed this time and lock her in?
Can we retcon that we left a note for Yolanda?
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, I do have like 20 strength.
I do
could
too.
just sling her over my shoulder.
Oh, you want to? You want to bring along a corpse? I mean, we're carrying Armin. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's take her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna notice
when she wakes back up.
She's like 180 pounds of muscle, 130 pounds.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even notice that with 20 strength or 19 strength.
All right, let's pick her up and go.
Let's make for the sewers.
Yes, hang on while I fix this map that you guys have just serendipitously added in.
We can go without maps. We don't need maps for everything.
No, it's fun when there's maps, though. Should.
Yeah, having her sling over my shoulder is like probably about the max that I would be able to accommodate. So it's pretty heavy, but I can still,
You'd probably have to put your shield on your back to be able to carry her, right?
I've got her just like roped onto my
You've
back.
lashed her to your backpack.
Are you frozen, Scott, or are you moving?
Nope.
He's moving.
Your picture is okay. It froze on my end.
Oh.
It was an optical illusion. It looked like your face was just slightly moving, like maybe you were reading something, but you weren't. It was frozen.
I was kind of mouthing, counting stuff.
So, do you think there are any kind of like sewer dwellers down here?
There's
like,
absolutely something down there to fuck with us.
goblins or kobolds, maybe some carrion crawlers?
What a purple worm.
Oh yeah, just a purple worm just happens to be tunneling under the city. Just
Shit's fucked here, man.
there's probably a baby. What is it called? A Teresk down there.
Oh yeah, baby Tarasks. There's a horde of them.
Sir Eastervault's one of his life goals has been to tame a baby Teresk. So this kind of works out.
That's canon now.
It's
Scott
canon.
inflict a baby Tarask on us.
Oh boy. Should be it. I hate it when I do page counts and it still won't line up properly. But what we're gonna do.
So to make this extra complex, as soon as we can see something in the distance that might be an encounter, we should go back up to street level and dodge it.
They changed a lot of the stuff in the like page settings and stuff. So this has gotten really annoying.
I feel really good about not running maps now in Monster of the Week.
Well, there's a lot less prep work. You just kind of roll in and just do whatever.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I
prep
like.
work for an entire adventure fits on like half a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do very much enjoy Monster of the Week when I can actually participate properly.
They managed to fuck up real good. Wait, no, did y'all fuck up? Something fun happened last time that you missed.
Did we?
Oh, your mentor, Chris took his leg.
Oh yeah, he.
Oh, that was fun.
It's funny because I actually have a good map for this. So I'm just trying to get it lined up. I should have all this shit in here just in case. But of course, you guys go and do stuff that I've got it on the right width and height. 304.
My inventory says I have 100 dragon teeth that I'm holding for Hafen. Is this true?
For some reason.
And they really only weigh 1 pound?
Yeah.
And what about this wrapped cursed greatsword that I have? Is that still just kicking around in my backpack?
Jesus.
No. I don't think so.
What happened to it then?
I have no idea, but I don't remember anything about a greatsword.
There was a greatsword that I picked up and I wrapped it in cloth to pick it up. I don't remember how we determined it was cursed. I think maybe like since evil. And you said I detected like I'm trying to remember about. Oh, it was the lich fight.
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember what that does. My backpack is probably pretty like if you were looking through the backpack, you'd be like, "What the hell?"
I've deleted most of Serena's inventory and replaced it with 15 charges of Explorer's Pack. Is that reasonable?
Sure.
Maybe 10's better.
I've got my spaghetti pot too.
Is that something in your inventory that says spaghetti pot?
Yeah, it is. It's part of the zone theory. Have you ever heard of Tim and Eric's zone theory?
I have not.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
All you have to do is just diarrhea in a spaghetti pot. That's it.
Jesus, looking at your inventory is just fucking nuts.
Does anybody need a stone of good luck? I don't think I've used that in a while.
Yeah. It's been a while.
I'll take it. Serena ain't got shit. Except for that Vorpal sword.
It requires attunement, though.
No, I'm not going to attune to anything. Ooh, does my Vorpal sword require attunement?
Actually, you know what? I take that back. I think next time we encounter some sort of dwarven smith, I'm going to try and see if maybe I could have that stone of good luck set into something.
That's such a good idea. Like in your shield or your hammer or something.
Yeah, or like my my belt or gauntlets or something.
So the Vorpal sword does require attunement to gain the bonuses of? Can I just swing it vanilla?
What's the bonus?
I decapitate shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, looks like you're not decapitating shit.
Well, I still might. But I won't do it on a natural 20. Or 19. That takes... Serena is a lot less capable all of a sudden.
That. $800, $22.40. Save. I'm doing this the backwards way. Swear to God. It didn't do it.
Welcome back, whoever rejoined us.
What happened?
Somebody disconnected and reconnected.
It was me.
There we go. Fucking
My
got it.
audio when I tried to open Discord in the actual program, and it almost immediately cut out, and it wouldn't reconnect at all. So I just closed it and went over to the browser. Works fine. But every once in a while, it'll cut out for just a second. But when I reconnect, it actually does something.
Okay. Well, now I have to do this.
Really
As you make sure that's on the right layer, and make sure you guys are also on the right layer. Nope, you guys are on the wrong layer. 'Cause I'm dumb. Okay. You guys descend down into the darkness. What do you see?
Darkness.
Darkness.
Which corner are we in?
Hang on, and I'll set you up.
Hello, darkness.
We continue forward in spite the complete and total inky blackness that surrounds us.
I pull out my torch. It's still dark. Oh god, it's magical darkness in the sewers. This was a terrible idea.
I'd like to cast Dispel Darkness.
Can you see anything now?
Oh, I see characters underneath our cameras. Hold on.
Oh, you know what? Let me make sure I didn't turn something on by accident.
Okay, I just see darkness. I don't see anything else.
Okay. Let me fix that.
See myself
now?
on darkness. Yep. Okay. I see a sewer.
I see it.
We're here. We've done it. Good job,
You've
us.
done it.
It's a big sewer.
Yep. It went away
It went
again.
away.
I
It
blinked.
went away.
I blinked and I closed my eyes. I don't see anything anymore.
We've all been stricken blind.
How about now?
Still,
Nothing.
still blind.
The blindness is permanent. It can only be removed with a wish spell.
There's like 4 of us. We only have 2 wish spells.
I mean, you could just say, I wish for my party to not be blind. Actually, we're not even blind. What happened is, as soon as we descended into the sewers, our eyes literally disappeared out of our heads. There's no way to restore sight without a wish.
Are you certain about this?
Yeah, we just just if you'll just feel up towards your eyes, they're just empty sockets now.
They're just
No.
gone.
I don't know. I think I can feel mine still.
Did you try to poke it with your finger?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. They're still in there.
Everybody roll me a perception.
For
for the eyes.
I perceive that I can't find that on my sheet.
While down in the darkness, you feel things off in the distance. While you can't see them, feel that things are there.
I pull out my torch. Can we see things now?
Technically, I rolled a 20 on that because it's. No, wait. Wisdom. Oh, never mind. Well, so would that count as a wisdom check?
Perception is a wisdom, yes.
Oh, well, then I got a 20 on that
Hey, look at you.
because of my sweet ass sentinel shield.
It's a good sentinel shield.
It's the best decision I ever made.
We're still in the dark though, so
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it.
The party's
Sorry,
just trying not to panic.
Okay, let's see if that did it. Ah.
Okay.
Can you see anything now?
yep, I see
Yep.
stuff.
Excellent. You find yourselves in the sewer with the torch out. There is brown shit on the ground right next to Serena.
Is there a chamber pot above it?
No.
Okay, so that's not. We just came down. There's probably not a toilet immediately above us. All right. I don't want to follow. I don't want to go towards the poop monster. So let's go to the
Giant
right.
shit monster.
Go to the right.
Yep. Let's skip the poop elemental.
To the which right? Your right
Wait.
or their right?
I think. Do we before we make a move? Which can we kind of perceive based on where we know where we got into the sewer, where the chapel is, about how we're oriented, how the sewer is oriented
So
from where
you,
we stand?
yeah. So in this case, the compass is going to be flipped. So north is down, south is up, west is to your right, and east is to your left.
Okay, and I believe you said it was northeast
Yes.
last. So okay, so we need to go down and to the left,
Back
kind of like the
to
Zapruder
the
film.
left.
Back to the left. So let's whichever way we go, we need to keep that direction in mind. Down and to the left to head north, because that's going to get us under that chapel or church. I'd say we go to the left then first. That would be my suggestion.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Wait, is it our left or your left? Wait. Okay. Yep. Left.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, you see a grate that lines the wall in front of you with the water that passes to the north. And you see a set of stairs on either side that descend up about 10 feet to continue on. To your ahead of you, to the east, you see an empty room with a pool of water and steps at the far end.
I want to jiggle the grate first.
Okay.
Give it a little tug.
Sure. As you jiggle the grate, you notice that it is loose, but it is still in place. Maybe with a little bit of effort, you could remove it.
Okay.
Got a magic sword. We can skewer it.
We could probably tear this grate off, or we could keep going. What do y'all think?
It's like a chain link fence. Is that what it's like?
It's like not chain link, but I I guess close to chain link. It's kind of just a metal square grate.
Okay. Well, if it's chain link, I feel like sword could cut through it, given enough force. If it's like a legit grate, like the one we pulled off the ground.
It's like a legit grate, like the one.
All right. Well, then crowbar it up. Let's go. I jam my crowbar in, and I use leverage.
I'm
What
going
do
to
you-
assist that effort.
How much do you have?
Give me strength.
I keep closing Serena's character sheet because I'm an idiot.
I'm gonna grip the bars, and all the muscles in my body just knot up.
My character sheet is freezing up.
There's little handprints left in the bars that I grabbed.
It won't let me do anything. Hold on. What the hell is this over here? I gotta close Roll20 and bring it back open.
Oh, sure. All right. Well, as you strain to pull the grate off, the stone at the floor and at the ceiling begin to grind against the metal as you bow it out and bend it back just enough that someone can fit through.
You want to pass through and take a look, see what's further down?
I'll go first. I don't mind.
Okay.
I'm only half everyone else's level. Onward.
Yeah. Send Serena forward.
All right. As you get to here,
Let her trigger all the traps.
yeah, you see another grate in front of you, but this one has been ripped up at the base, kind of like a little triangle at the bottom has been ripped open for something to crawl through.
So it looks like metal has been bent and ripped open?
Yeah, pulled back.
Okay, so something is so strong that they can bend metal to get through it. I'm going to crawl underneath.
All right, and as you enter the room,
I guess
at the far end of your periphery vision, you see some goblins. Roll me a stealth.
Guys, I'm not good at stealth. I can't.
No,
But
you
you're-
said.
I can't.
But
open
you're
my
just
character
good
sheet.
enough.
Hold on. There we go. No. Well, actually. Nope.
As you crawl through the grate, you slip slightly and you splash your foot in the line of water just on the inside of the grate. And all of the goblins ahead of you turn around and lock their eyes onto you.
I raise my sword, and I'm not armored, so I don't say hail and well met. I charge.
They begin screeching, and they all start rushing at you. Roll for initiative. You just
Darn.
hear goblin.
I didn't have a token selected when I rolled that. Oh shit, they all get their own initiative? That's annoying.
Everybody in. Everybody's in.
Resort. I had to re-roll to add myself to initiative.
Ah. All right, the first goblin.
What did you say?
You're muted,
What's that?
Jeff.
First goblin is going to let loose his short bow, firing it at Serena, not Armin. What is your AC, by the way?
It says 18, but don't
Your
let
AC is
that
an
fool
18
you.
at 7?
Don't let that fool you, because I'm not holding the shield. I'm holding the Vorpal sword and a torch. So it's 16.
16. Okay.
But yeah, AC caps out, like, once you get a shield and get plate, you're like 18 or 20, and you keep that for the rest of the game, and you could do that like level 4 or something.
$16. All right. The goblin shoots his short bow at you. I guess I should actually roll that.
I mean, that hits.
Oh no, that is the attack. Okay, 20. You take 7 piercing damage.
I only have 5 health because it's not using my
You're
actual
not.
health. Hold
not.
on.
That's not right. You're not a level 1 wizard.
Alright, I've updated it with 60 out of 7. We're using the token associated with the other guys, but
Oh, I see.
I'll make it work. You said 7 damage?
7 damage.
Alright.
A short bow arrow races across the open area and thunks into your shoulder.
Oh! That hurt.
East of all,
Thunk.
thunk.
Let's see.
You see Serena take an arrow to the shoulder.
I'm going to leap forward, seeing the arrow sink into her shoulder. I'm going to get in front of her and cast
Hypnotic
Hypno Beam.
Hypno Beam. 30-foot cube within a range. Draw your cube. That's a good cube. Now I get to roll 11 roll. What is this? What do I need to make? Wisdom saving throw?
Yes, and goblins are pretty stupid.
They really are. They're not smart.
They're just dumb little midgets.
You're not gonna believe this. 2 of them actually passed, but the rest failed utterly.
Good.
So go ahead and mark. Say hypnotized. What do you do to hypnotize them? How do you gyrate your hips?
I'm going to run forward, and with my Flaming Warhammer, which is what I have out, I'm going to rotate it in a large circle. It gets tighter and tighter. So basically, I'm making a giant hypnosis vortex with my flame hammer. Is there a light source in here, like of any sort other than the torch?
There's kind of there's a few kind of torches thrown around that the goblins have.
Oh, okay.
That are lighting the room up.
Yep, that's what I did then.
All right. All of the goblins but 2 seem to become enamored by your hammer swinging and are completely enthralled by it. But 2 of them manage to shake themselves from the hypnosis.
Is one of those the one... Oh, nope, he's hypnotized. So Haven's next. I'm going to casually toss over my shoulder. Now is the time for that fireball.
On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed. While charmed, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. All right, he can't do. He kind of wavers in place for a second, and then Hafen, you're up.
Okay. Can I not see the goblins because of where I'm standing?
Yes.
Okay.
You heard very clearly their screeching, and then you saw an arrow enter Serena's
Okay.
shoulder.
So first I'm going to step out so I can see what the heck's going on. Oh. Okay. Then I'm going to run away. No, I'm just kidding.
Brave adventurer. They're goblins. Like if you fart a little bit of flame at them, they'll die.
Let's see.
True story. Don't believe
What?
me.
Trying to see if I have anything good that'll spread out. Ah. Don't really want to. Hang on. I guess. Let's see.
Acid ball.
What's that?
Acid ball.
I don't have acid anymore.
Some small AOE, like level 1 or 2 or something, probably.
That's what I'm thinking, but none of my small level spells are area wide anymore. I don't think. Let's see what. Except for Thunderclap, and that would not be good if I did that in the sewer.
Why not?
Well, here.
Everybody has to make a con saving throw, or take 1d6 thunder damage.
And also the thunderous boom of losing
actually-
all the stealth.
Actually, it's 4d6 at this point. So if you fail it, you take 4d6 thunder damage.
That's why I can't do that here. I'll do I guess I'll cast Ice Storm, and it's a 20-foot radius, 40 feet high. Oh, what is that? If I put it here,
So if you put it there, you can get everybody but the one that is all the way out in front.
Do you have the ability to sculpt spell?
That's a wizard evocation thing only.
Oh.
okay, on a 20-foot radius, so here, a radius would be 5, 10, 15, 20 out to here.
Oh wait, it's a radius, not a cube or square. So
that should get them all. I'm gonna cast Ice Storm on them.
wonderful. What do I need to roll?
Why? Did I not click it? It's my spell save DC is 18 charisma check.
Oh, it's a charisma.
Or
You picked the goblin's best stat. No. So let's roll that. That's an 18.
I don't know why it's not casting. Oh, there's a little pop-up box pops up behind the window, so I never see it, and I wonder why it never casts a spell.
Oh yeah, it does that sometimes.
Brought to you by Roll20. Fuck this website.
All right, so you don't even. What do you do when you cast this ice storm?
Well, when I round the corner and see how many of them there are, I go, whoa, and just kind of as quick as I can, just throw out an ice storm.
All right. Well, you raise your hand, and just a solid wall of opaque ice just begins to churn inside the area of the goblins. The room is buffeted with wind and cold. After it dies down, you see the bodies strewn about the room of the former goblins, all dead.
Woohoo!
We did it, Reddit.
You killed a bunch of you massacred a bunch of goblins. How do you feel?
Feel pretty good.
Not bad.
Feel
They're
pretty
not-
good.
They're below us on the totem
They're-
pole.
They're below you.
Time for a goblin roast.
Says the undead possessing a human. They're goblins. They're not gonna have anything on them. We should just keep it moving.
Well, let's at least just glance.
Yeah, let's look them over. I would like to look them
Glance.
over.
You're gonna search every single dirty goblin.
No, I'm just gonna do a perception check for just like a quick like visual, an optical pat down.
An optical pat down. I like it.
Optical
These dirty, filthy goblins look like they wouldn't have any more than just bone chips in their pockets.
Bone chips. What flavor?
Cool Ranch.
I'm taking them. All right. So, okay, well, that's them dispersed. Do we want to keep heading east, which would be left?
I would like to take the bodies and make a totem to put
Okay.
up in. Yeah, so I'm gonna hack off a couple arms, legs, heads, just
Sure.
stick them all on a big old stake and prop it up in the middle of the room, just so any other goblins that happen upon the scene will know that we're not playing around.
Don't we want to be sneaky and just like go? I don't know why we're wasting time burning goblins.
No, I'm making a totem just in case more sneak up on us. I don't want to be having to fight a bunch of goblins at every turn. There's obviously an infestation given the sheer amount in this one room.
Have you seen Goblin Hunter yet? Or Goblin Slayer?
Goblin
sorry.
Slayer? Yes, I very much enjoyed it.
An infestation.
The cleric girl is like giving him all like the guidelines on what he can and can't do. It's like you can't poison him, you can't burn him. It's like, but that's the easiest way to do it.
Oh, it's such a good show.
Yeah, I liked it.
True story. I'd play a game where we only killed goblins. Of increasing difficulty. Or numbers, whichever.
Is it called Orcs Must Die?
We're gonna play that. But yes, I would play that game. Orcs Must Die is an amazing game. Onward?
Yeah, was I supposed to be drawing the totem?
Yeah. Do we want to
If
keep?
you want.
Do we want to keep heading
I'm
north?
We want to head the general direction of the cathedral.
Right.
Point to
So
me,
down.
elf.
Down and to the left. Well, we went down. Well, let's check out to the left then.
All right, I will lead the way.
As
Well-
you enter the room, you see a bunch of storage crates. You see a cistern in front of you that is used to filter water. You see a hole in the bottom, so it leads there. All the water comes into the room and leaves out through that hole to another place. The hole is only a few inches wide, no bigger than, like the big pipe. Too small for anybody to fit through. It looks to be that this is a dead end.
You said.
Oh, yeah.
You say how big is it?
It's a few inches.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's try another room then. I don't think this sewer's anything special, so I think we should just hurry through it.
All right. More down.
Yeah.
I've approached the grate. Jeff is perceiving things though.
Oh wait.
So in front of you here, there are 2 grates you can see. What's going on?
I think it's some lag. Go ahead.
Right in front of Serena, there is a grate that shows an... No, you can't go in there. There's a grate in front of you.
Darn grates.
These grates, however, from inspection, look to be firmly in place.
Well, that's good. The goblins wouldn't have been able to get through here. Crowbar.
Roll me a strength.
So with the crowbar, I have advantage.
Okay. You stick the crowbar in and you try to pry it back, but this grate is really, and whoever did the masonry and installed this did a fantastic job, because it is not budging even a sliver.
Mr. Magic Man, can you do some magic?
Not anything that would benefit us in this situation. We should probably just try to walk around it. There might be, there just might be another path.
So you're saying we need to go the long way?
Yeah, because I don't.
Onward,
I mean, I
onward.
could teleport us, but I don't know what's there, so we could probably die.
Oh shit! You can teleport us to the grates.
Well, theoretically, not very well though, because I've never been there.
You could see through it. There's a grate. You could see the floor on the other end of it, right?
Well, let's. I can only teleport so many times, and we're gonna need one to get the horn, right?
I mean, do you want to waste all your spells down here?
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, well then
Because
let's book it.
I was already low on spells. I was running pretty low because we've been taking lots of short rests anyway.
Let's be quick. We gotta get to Ditex before he decides that he can eat Armin's soul or whatever necromancers do.
As you come to you see a path that leads in every cardinal direction, up, down, left, and right. The left, which you just came from.
Down, I guess. All right, guys.
I think we go down. We're trying to go south and west. Right?
South, north, and east.
You don't
down
want to explore.
No,
Hafen,
we're-
as you walk down the hallway, you enter what looks like a giant control
Oh,
room.
no.
There is a giant vat of water in the center of the room, and you see a giant green creature just kind of floating there in it. Roll me stealth as you enter.
Alrighty.
You walk into the room, and it does not look like the giant green mass notices you entering. Move up to 30 feet.
Okay. Well, I also kind of want to motion to the rest of the group that I am sneaking, and for them not to follow me yet.
Okay.
And I'm just going to creep along. Whoops, I scrolled too far down. I'm just going to creep along to about right here for right now.
Okay. If you want to continue moving, you need to do another stealth check.
Okay.
If that wasn't your full 30 feet.
Let's see. What did I get? 30 feet?
30 feet per
Okay.
successful stealth check.
Okay.
You'll get your full movement if you make it.
All right.
As you continue moving on, your foot scuffs the ground a little too loudly, and it makes the giant green mass kind of move a little bit. Move up to 15 feet.
Okay. So that would be right to hear them.
Yes. If you want to roll stealth again, you're going to roll it at disadvantage now. Because he is aware something.
Okay. I guess I'll keep going. I'm going to try. Ooh.
As you make it up to 10 feet, about right here, you bump into one of the pressure gauges, and it lets out a hiss. All of a sudden, the green mass turns to you. Tentacles come waving up out of the water, and it lets out an amphibious roar at you.
Bonk.
Roll for initiative.
Just him, right? The rest of us, or me and Jeff, are fine.
You're not in there yet. All right, Hafen. You've got the
Okay.
lead on him for the moment. What do
Okay,
you do
well-
first?
So when he turns to roar at me, I'm going to unfurl my wings and use the frightening presence on it and roar back at it first.
Asserting
All right,
your
what do I need to do?
dominance.
What do I need to roll for that?
I don't remember. What did we put on that? Where's that?
It's the literal frightful presence thing.
Okay.
Dragons have that. Let me open up a dragon sheet because that's where I got it from.
Bet it's wisdom.
I'm gonna succeed on your spell check, wisdom saving throw, or become frightened for 1 minute. Okay. But the creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Okay. So I need to roll an 18
Mm-hmm.
on wisdom. As you open up your cloak and roar back at it, a tentacle comes smashing down on the ground in front of you. The Frog-Behemoth looks to be unaffected by your frightful gaze.
Damn it. Okay. Well. I'm gonna follow it up with a magic missile.
Okay. He immediately takes 9 damage. Magic missiles go crashing into his spongy green flesh, rupturing. He lets out a large groan. Serena.
I don't know why we thought stealth would work. Half of us have plate armor. I will hear the roar, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop at the ledge of the water and look down. How deep does it look?
5-foot drop, waist high water.
I'll drop my torch, pull out my crossbow, and fire off a shot.
Okay. 18 absolutely hits. 5 piercing. Your crossbow bolt flies across and sticks into his spongy flesh.
I have extra attack, so I let off another shot.
Your crossbow bolt jams, ending your turn.
Damn it. Stupid thing.
Froghemoth looks back at where the last thing came from, the crossbow bolt that stuck into his back. And he turns around and he bounds towards you, or he sloshes through the water to you. And he lashes out his tongue at Serena.
Man, it's not going to be like that, is it? I didn't sign up for this.
Make me a strength saving throw. The tongue wraps around your waist, and you are unable to free yourself from it.
Oh, I was supposed to add 3 to that. Does that change anything? 14?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
And the Froghemoth pulls you towards him.
Oh, no.
Why would you add +3?
I have an 8 for strength saves. Or a +8 because of this weird perk I have.
And as a bonus action, he snaps at you with his mighty Froghemoth jaws. Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
You take 22 piercing damage.
Less than ideal. What is...
Ceristabal.
Yeah.
Cucumber.
Sean, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. You see, you from the distance, you see a tongue wrap around Serena and is dragged into the water.
Well, that's not good. Sir Eastval says to himself out loud.
Help!
What does Sir Eastval do?
Before I waste any effort on trying to inspect the control panel or anything, Just can I do just like a general perception check as I walk into the room? Is there anything that I see right off that would be like I would recognize as a mechanical way to fight this monster?
Absolutely. Roll me perception.
Okay, just as long as it doesn't waste my turn to do it.
No, no, no. This is you. You're walking into the room and you're looking as you come in.
Optical pat down.
Optical pat down. You see immediately two control panels in front of you as you come into the room. One of them has 3 giant switches on it, and the other one is full of gauges and buttons.
Does one of them say "kill giant frog" by any chance?
Frog blender.
Frog blender.
Man,
Now,
I,
you are next to one of them, so you could take a simple action and do something to the control panel if you so wish. It won't cost you your action.
Okay, yeah. As I walk by, I'm just gonna hit one of the switches. Are they marked in any way that I would recognize?
They have things written on them, but the writing is so faded it's hard to make out what they say.
I'm gonna. Are the switches in their current engagement? Is that how they would be?
Yes. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that.
I'm gonna hit that middle one.
You gonna flip it back towards you?
Yeah.
All right. Flip that sucker. Bam. As you flip it, churning starts to begin within the room, and you can see the water starts churning in a clockwise pattern and begins to drag the Froghemoth and Serena slightly to the right, as it looks like the giant pool is beginning to drain.
Well, I'm gonna use the last 2 points of my movement to inch closer, and I guess I'll take a swing at the monster.
Okay. .25 absolutely hits. As you ram your hammer into it, the fire doesn't explode out like it usually does. It kind of just fizzles a little bit, seemingly doing less damage.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 absolutely hits.
Thwomp.
Thwomp. As you test the waters, you smack the Froghemoth a few times with your hammers, doing some damage. Alright, Hafen. You begin to see the water drain out of the cistern in the center of the room. What do you do?
I think
As this is going on, the Froghemoth has moved some more, and Serena is following path behind him.
Save me.
there's nothing I can do for her right now. She's too far away.
Or don't save me.
I'm gonna try to hit it with a ray of frost. I think. Yes, I'm gonna try to hit it with a ray.
You want to do frost? Okay. A 31, 100% hits. I don't know where that +3 comes from. Oh, that's a bless. You have 28. Still hits.
Oh wait, do I have bless turned on? Let me turn that on.
A blue streak of light flashes across the open area and begins to crystallize on the skin of the Froghemoth. And he lets out an amphibious roar as it takes 16 frost damage. Serena, you were not grappled, but you were in the water being pulled along with Froghemoth.
Are we just like, are we swirling?
You're swirling along the outside for now.
And I'm not grappled.
You're not grappled. You're just waist high in the water being pulled.
Okay, I want to grab onto the ledge and pull myself out.
Okay. Give me an athletics at disadvantage since you're fighting the water.
14?
14. All right. You successfully pull yourself out to a prone position.
Is that my action or my bonus action or what is that?
That's your movement.
Okay. So I climb out prone. I kind of swivel on my gut, point my crossbow, and let loose another shot. Right there.
24 definitely hits. For 7 piercing. You put another arrow into his back.
And another for 9.
The second arrow bounces off his flesh.
That's me.
Frog-Behemoth has decided to ignore you, and he has turned himself to Hafen. He uses the water to accelerate his movement and comes over to the edge. He takes 2 tentacles and thwacks at Hafen with them. The first tentacle misses as Hafen artfully dodges out of the way. But he didn't see the second one coming, and he gets smacked.
Wah wah.
And as he gets smacked, the tentacle wraps around him, grappling him. You take 19 bludgeoning damage. That's his turn. East of all. Oh, also, he begins to get pulled this way again and start to move inward. And since you're grappled, you get pulled alongside.
Okay.
He's made almost a complete circle back to you. How thoughtful of him.
That is pretty sweet.
There are other levers and buttons and gauges on these control panels. Would you like to try anything else?
There are buttons too?
Yeah, there were buttons on the other control panel. Gauges and stuff like that.
Well, shit. I'd like to pull another lever and smash a button at the same time.
Okay. Sounds great.
That's one action I'm just using. I've got the warhammer in one hand and the shield in the other. I'm gonna.
You're just gonna. All right. As you do that, the swirling from in the cistern continues on. The gauges over by Hafen immediately begin to shake and vibrate, and the handles rupture off the top, and water starts flooding out from the gauges. Pipes burst over here. Water begins to fill the room.
Perfect.
Uh-huh.
To be clear, that was according to plan.
That is totally according to
What
plan.
the fuck was the plan? Let me know what the plan is.
It's all going according to plan.
We're dead.
All of a sudden, you hear a low rumbling coming from behind you.
Uh-oh.
And from the direction that you came in, a torrent of water just washes into the room. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, Jeff. The water comes crashing into the room, and as you try to dodge out of the way, it catches you in the leg, throwing you into the swirling cistern.
Can I do a strength roll to see if I just resist the waves?
You know what? Sure. The dex fails. You begin to spin in place, but you expertly grab onto the control panel before it can wash you into the cistern.
Booyah.
Do you do anything else as you're holding onto the cistern? Or the control panel in the cistern?
No, I think I've done enough.
You think?
Alright, Hafen. You are grappled.
Okay.
Do you want to roll
Um,
escape grapple?
Will that cost me a turn?
No.
Yes, then. What is that? What should I roll for that?
Roll me an athletics. Yeah, give me an athletics.
Okay.
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever's your better.
6 to 1, half dozen to the other.
All right. You try to pry yourself free from the tentacle, but it still has its suctiony grip around you. You are still grappled, but you can take an action that does not require movement.
Okay. I'm going to shock and grasp this tentacle.
Oh, excellent. I like it. I like it.
Are we all out of the water?
What's that?
Are we all out of the water?
Yes. There's water all around Hafen, though, but it's okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure.
I've been shocked before. It's not...
22. Your lightning lances up the tentacle and all over the body of the Froghemoth. You see him just kind of jolting, just as he lets out an amphibious roar, doing that much lightning damage. All right. Do you do anything else?
He's not. Can I perceive that he's not in any danger of being sucked down the drain anytime soon?
Yeah, not anytime soon.
Because I can get out of this pretty easy. I just don't want to waste a spell. So I'm just going to hang on for the ride.
Okay. All right. So as you shock and grasp, the cistern pulls the Froghemoth in, pulling you in with him.
Woo!
Splash, splash. It is now Serena's turn. You notice upon the Froghemoth getting shocked that it looks a little more listless than it did before.
I'm prone, so it's half my movement to get up, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I'll do that, and I'll do 1, 2, 3, trying to get around the edge of it, and I'll fire off 2 more crossbow shots.
Cool. 7. Fox into one of the poles in between Hafen and the Froghemoth, very closely hitting Hafen, but the second one definitely connects for an additional 7. Do you do anything else?
That's all I got.
Mr. Froghemoth continues to get pulled as Hafen is also pulled.
Hafen just has a big old grin. He's just loving going around. This is like being a water world or something. It's fun for Hafen.
Froghemoth is going to attempt to push against the swirling and move Hafen out of the way.
Are we talking Kevin Costner Waterworld?
I've meant some water part. Water, what's it called?
White.
Water. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, we could do Kevin Costner Waterworld too. Jack Black shows up on a jet ski.
Dennis Hopper.
First of all, the Froghemoth bites at you. You take 22 damage as it wraps its mouth around you and swallows you.
Can I rebuke the violent
What is
in response?
What does rebuke the violence do?
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble finding it for some reason.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, there it is. I had the spell tab open and it was making the heading for it small.
You can use your channel divinity to rebuke those who use violence immediately after the attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you. You can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, other than me?
Yeah, it says other than you.
Well, I guess I get swallowed then.
All right.
We'll take you out after it's all said and done. Don't worry.
Gulp. Into the Frog-Behemoth you go. You were just in there now.
It's so what it looks like.
The turn goes forward. The cistern continues to swirl around. Haven's just enjoying the ride. It's the beginning of your turn. You are currently blinded and restrained, by the way. Yeah, you're blinded and restrained. Is there anything you want to attempt?
So I'm inside of the frog, right?
Yes. It's dark. It's squishy. It's damp. It feels icky.
Could I swap to Lucy and try to jab into the walls?
You're restrained.
Oh well. Could I No, that won't work.
Don't worry, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I guess I'll just hang tight.
Hang tight. All right, Hafen. You continued to be pulled along by the cistern.
Hafen is gonna hope that biologically this works. I'm gonna try shocking grasp again,
All right.
hoping that it's just gonna fry his nerves and not his belly.
That's where the best nerves to fry are.
Hey, as you touch the tentacle again, you send shocking up. It takes 15 lightning damage, and it looks a little bit crispier.
I'm just gonna keep riding for right now.
All right, Serena. What you got? You saw East of All get swallowed.
I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna jump onto the fish monster with my Vorpal sword.
All right, roll me acrobatics. Excellent. You expertly bridged that gap.
And
You make a 3-point landing on top of him.
I'm gonna put my crossbow away, two-handed Vorpal sword, and bring it down on his head.
All right. $20 hits.
Put that 31.
Or you're not rolling at advantage.
Oh no, I'm not. But I did jump on his face.
You did.
I would argue for advantage because I jumped on his face.
Okay. Well, you successfully jumped under his face and didn't fall off into the water.
Here's my damage. That's wimpy.
12.
Does it kill him?
No.
Okay,
No,
well,
it's
I
just a
had
joke.
I was like, some serious calculations are happening. I have
Now I
extra
must
attack.
roll a dice.
I'm
Okay,
bringing the
go for
sword.
it.
I'm gonna try again. Another.
Oh,
Well, that's what happens.
You stab back into the hole that you stabbed into, and you lose the Vorpal sword into the insides of the Froghemoth.
It's like his wound sucks it down. It's
Yeah.
so sharp that it falls into him.
All right. Next turn, it is the Froghemoths. The cistern continues. Everybody's dragged along for the ride. I don't know where Serena went, but there she is.
I'm hoping that the end result of the swirling vortex is that the frog suddenly shudders and all of its bones are sucked through the bottom of it. That's
what about you?
He's got all that metal armor on him that's gonna keep him in place.
yeah, fine.
Or extra crush you.
You take 10 acid damage, Jeff. Froghemoth is going to take one of his tentacles and he is going to smack at Serena.
That's not nice.
That's not nice. Don't worry. It hit.
Don't worry, it hit.
Don't
What should I not be worrying about? You know, I was thinking
You take a whole 7 bludgeoning damage.
That hurts. I was thinking when I jumped over, I was going to be balling and be like, I don't need this crossbow anymore and just chuck it. I'm glad I didn't.
Sir Eastaval, you are blinded, you are restrained, and you feel something cold and hard slide down next to you.
Yeah, you do.
What's up, girl?
Can you do anything? Can you cast any spells? Can you?
Well, with my hands, can I try a strength check to maybe free up some room in its stomach?
Yes, absolutely. Excellent. Yeah, you kind of just bow yourself out and you free up a small little bubble enough for a little bit of movement. What do you do?
Enough movement to stab the frog with my sword?
Absolutely. A 13 absolutely hits.
I'm gonna do like a double into
Chop,
the
chop. All right. As you take your 2 strikes, the stomach of the Froghemoth begins to gurgle.
Well, I'm definitely going to divine smite that.
And as that is happening, you feel an immediate rush as you are ejected out of the Froghemoth onto the cement side of the cistern, prone.
Would that not
Covered-
also eject Serena as well?
She's on top. She's not in him.
I'm waving at you as you come out.
An additional. Okay.
Gotcha.
First of all, how was your journey?
Did you find my sword in there?
All right. You are prone, covered in frog goo, laying on the side of the cistern. That's your turn.
Oh, it's still alive.
Yeah, I cast Divine Smite twice, in case you
Yep.
didn't see it. Okay.
Oh, I did. It's all counted. The Froghemoth is dragged to the center and begins spinning in place. Hey, roll me an acrobatics, Serena.
Oh no.
You managed to stay on top of him, but your footing is unsure. Hafen, you are now being pulled faster and faster around the Froghemoth as he spins. You have a bad feeling about what is about to happen.
All right, time to get off the ride. I cast Dimension Door, and let's see. Ooh, so I can take Serena with me. So, is there a way? So before I cast this, I yell for her to come and grab onto me, and
Why don't you delay your turn until after my turn?
then I'll hold for her to move.
Or like,
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a delayed reaction to the bottom of the round.
You can't just swim towards her.
I'm in its tentacles.
or
Being like dragged around.
so you
I got
could
you.
say you could set a condition for your spellcast, like I'm gonna cast Dimension Door as soon as Serena grabs my hand. Right?
Yeah,
Is that,
that's what I would like to do. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Serena.
I'm gonna take a quick glance around, see if the sword came out with this to fall. The Vorpal sword.
You don't see anything.
It's not my sword anyway. And I jump to Hafen.
All right, now place yourself.
You want to just be over here somewhere?
I mean,
I'm gonna
you're driving.
kind of land me. I'm gonna land us over here.
Then I pop off a couple crossbow shots.
Okay. Pop, pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
The first one bounces off him as he's spinning too fast. The arrow just kind of spins and it spins off. But the second one connects in at just a good enough angle for 8 piercing damage.
Not bad. I'll take it.
All right, Froghemoth's turn. He's spinning wildly in place. It's getting faster. It's getting faster. All of a sudden, you hear this horrific sucking noise as the monster is immediately dragged halfway down into the base of the cistern. You hear this horrific ripping and tearing of bone and sinew as you hear this horrible sucking noise. And then the creature goes limp. And the water begins to slow down before it stills.
Would you say that the eyeballs explode as the blood is forced up into the?
The eyeballs have sunken into the head, and they have become very bulbousy.
What a ride! That was great.
I'm gonna dive in.
Man, it might be a good idea to go hit a certain switch.
Yeah, I might take off and make a dash for that middle switch that he hit, right?
Yeah.
And pull it.
And you hear a clunk and nothing else. The water is mostly drained out of the cistern, and you see a dead Froghemoth in the center of it.
All right. So we still have the frog. So we can go looking for that sword, huh?
I pull out my large ass Bowie knife and jump down there.
All right. After about 15 minutes of tearing around in the frog, you manage to find your sword.
I am covered in frog.
Covered in frog. You're covered in it. You never want to see a frog again.
No,
After this.
no regrets. All right, let's keep it moving, guys.
Well, that was a thing.
We will never speak of this again.
What is the texture of the frog's skin?
Very spongy.
He wants to skin it and make something terrible. What could you possibly make with frog skin?
Well, I was thinking.
A frog skin cap.
Are you going to make a ghost?
A
A boo?
Boo. Out of frog skin.
What is this, Build-A-Bear?
I argue that Istival doesn't know what a boo is.
All right. So you want to keep moving forward?
He has extensive knowledge of the planes. He knows what a boo is.
You hear that? Mario plane is canon now.
Sweet.
That means it's going to ultimately be revealed that Ditech is actually King Boo.
It's 10. It's a little after 10.
Yeah, I gotta
And,
Okay. Yeah, we'll pick up.
okay.
You guys enjoyed the Frog-Behemoth.
Oh yeah, the
fun.
Froghemoth. That was a good pull together real fast kind of thing.
Hafen loved it.
What's that?
That was just Hafen loved it. It was a great ride. 5 stars.
I enjoyed the way he incinerated the whole room of goblins with ice.
Yeah. You just tore them up.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I gotta go put this turkey to bed.
Y'all have a good week.
All right. Catch you guys next week.
Yep.
See ya.
See you.
Yo.